I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for more.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Nashville. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This is Derrick Henry, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. 23 yards the pickup there. A first down carry for Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Kaepernick. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
But sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pull.
That's a Titans touchdown. Anthony Firkser, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 9.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. they go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Henry running right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Open is Swain, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3 yards remain for second down.
Henry out of the pistol. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill being chased out left.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. McCann's kick up and good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Kaepernick now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Shows his strength at the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This is Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Danico Autry is in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick trying to lay one up deep. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. Sheds him off at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
62 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Tannehill on first down. Man open left side is Brown.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. A first down carry by Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's letting this one go for Fuller. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Firkser here.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. A give to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. On first down, Elliott. And shedding through the tackle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Kaepernick. Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Elliott running right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Henry's got it out on the left side. 20. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Tannehill looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On second down, Elliott once more.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And that one results in 35 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing it. If you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On first down, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Henry.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Henry.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jeff Swaim, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Tannehill going to throw for it.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around a goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Muscles him off. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
Pass caught by Fuller. Well done.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill, he's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. That's taken in by Ferkser. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. And it's caught. Touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big offensive explosion helped leading them